It's Alex again. We are here with yet another video. This video coming from appreciation of your future self, appreciation of your future as a person. And if you don't know who I am, you know my name, and I'm a high schooler. I'm in junior year, and I'm working pretty hard to try to get to where I want to be in life. And these videos are kind of just gonna be here to help others maybe in the same spot as me, and help others just have a view of someone else out there that's just working hard and can further embrace their appreciation of their future selves. What I do, if you're wondering, I am a wrestler. I lift heavy weight and I go to school. I like education, not school education primarily, but sports education, all that crap. But enough of me being boring. You want to learn how to appreciate your future self so your future self can learn to embrace the now. Right now, you may be going through a hard time, a tough time. What is that? I have no idea. It's like this weird thing right here on the camera. Anyways, you might be going through a hard time right now in your life where you're just struggling to find out what to do in your life. You're not really knowing which direction to head. But one thing you can do, and you can start even this morning or tomorrow morning, or maybe even a little bit in the afternoon and night, is just starting to do good habits, good things for you. And in this video, you will learn how to do that. If you want, I would highly suggest watching this video in 1.5 times speed or 2 times speed, so you learn the information faster and you might even retain it a little bit more. So just close your eyes and visualize your future self. Visualize yourself waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning, waking up earlier than you do now. You're not waking up right before the school bus arrives, or you're not waking up 10 minutes before you have to leave the house to go to school, or you're not pushing the limit of your time. You like having an open morning, an open space to do things, and you really enjoy being as productive as you can in these morning hours. So some ways that you start doing that is you start going to sleep earlier. Instead of setting a time to wake up, you set a time to go to sleep. And the basis of this is imagine yourself productive in the morning. Imagine yourself eating the frog, which is an analogy. You can open your eyes now. It's an analogy where if you had a massive steak, a massive juicy steak with some sweet potato, or just, amazing meal, and then you had some frogs, you had some frog legs, something that no one really likes, what would you eat first? Now, maybe your version of yourself that you don't want to be like, this version of yourself that you do not want to be like, they're going to be like, oh, I'll eat the steak and whatever first, so then I can just eat the frog later. But you have to realize that this is also what you may be doing now. You're having the fun now, you're waking up later now, you're not being productive in the morning now, but then all those productive tasks that you need to do in the morning are pushed to the end of the day where you lack the brain points because you're drained from school and you're drained from practice. And then you get home and you don't want to do these things. You just want to sit around, be lazy, hurry up, finish your night routine, and just kill your brain a little bit with some video games, or watching pointless YouTube videos, or watching TV. Now the smarter version of you, the smarter person in your life, that appreciates their future self, they're gonna eat the frog first. They're gonna do the hard things in the morning when they're most productive in these morning sunlight hours. As you can see, I'm out here now before I even have to go to school. So then I don't have to make this video whenever I come home from the football event I have tonight with my wrestling team. I don't want to have to do those. I don't want to have to do these things after school when my brain points are drained, and I probably couldn't even write this script that I'm looking at right now, because I just wouldn't have the ideas and collective thoughts to think of half decent scripts like this. So this version of yourself, this best version of yourself, this new version of yourself, they're waking up in the morning early before the sun comes up, or right as it's rising. They're not eating as soon as they wake up because they know that's just going to give them brain fog. They are eating the frog. And eating the frog is, you'd have to literally eat a frog, but it's just basically doing the hard tasks, embracing the hard work right then and there as soon as you wake up. That's hopping in the cold shower, doing your journaling, immediately studying for that test that you have next week, or taking the practice test for that test, doing your assignments, doing your reading. Maybe if you're more focused on athletics, you're immediately doing that workout first thing in the morning. These are all things, eat the frog task. Or maybe you're striving for business and you're not into sports, you're not really into education for school, even though you still are in school, but you're striving for business, you're trying to build up a business, you're trying to do all these great things. But you can't wait till after school. So eating the frog in the morning, just making sure that you are doing that most important task. You're doing the big thing here in the morning. So then whenever your brain points start to go down, notice how big your brain is. This is your brain. Just imagine this being your brain in the morning in the sunlight hours. But then it just goes, early sunlight hours, and then it just goes and goes and goes as the days goes by, because your energy's drained. You've eaten a lot of food, you've worked out, you've taken tests. Look how small your brain is now. Now that's just, I guess, like a bro science illustration for you, but you need to learn to eat the frog and be productive in these morning hours. So close your eyes again. Visualize yourself doing those things early in the morning. Visualize you waking up at 4:30 in the morning. Visualize yourself immediately hopping into that cold shower. Immediately doing things like embracing the hard work, embracing the studying, embracing the workouts, embracing the things that no one else does around you, but you're the exception, because you're exceptional, and you know that you're able to do these things even when it's hard. But you're like, hey, Alex, what are some extra tools and resources I can use for these? I got you. So let's say your alarm clock's kind of trash. You could buy one of those sunrise alarm clocks. Imitate the sun waking you up in the morning if you wake up before the sun rises. Personally, I do have one of these. It does help exponentially. It is great. But then there's also some other resources, like keeping your phone on silent, turning all your notifications off in the early morning so you're not super distracted, or not eating until after you completed the big work task, like the eat the frog task. Getting out here in the early morning sunlight, not just because Huberman said so, but because it's literally actually when you are most productive. I could be sitting inside doing this video in the dark, lonesome of my room, but when I'm out here, I feel most connected with nature. I know that my future self is going to appreciate myself later. My future self is going to appreciate what I'm doing now, because later in the day I can upload this video. Later in the day I'll have more energy because I got out here in the early morning sunlight. I got out here and connected with nature. Just coming out here, listening to the sounds, doing all these things, further putting yourself in a place of optimal brain points and mental stability. Music. Stop listening to all the crappy music you listen to. Don't wake up in the morning and just start blasting your brain with like naughty, disgusting, profanity-filled music. Fill your brain with maybe something more simple, some piano music or something that's going to actually help your brain out. Not something that's just going to make it wander and think about your past and just completely make you unfocused and have you these dirty thoughts and dirty directions that your mind goes towards. So close your eyes one more time and just visualize yourself doing all these things, waking up in the morning, having that morning routine that appreciates yourself, having that morning routine that was planned last night, having that morning routine where you're getting out, connecting with nature, and just embracing, knowing that the hard day is to come, but the morning is where it can be the easiest and most productive, and you're going to feel great if you do every single thing that you say you do, that you say you want to do. And that version of yourself is so much happier than the version that might have woken up today, or the version that might have woken up yesterday. So you can open your eyes now. So, back to the top. You visualize yourself. You know that you want to improve your life. So you're eating the frogs in the morning. You're doing all the things I said. You're using the tools and resources. You're watching educational content throughout the day, so you're learning even more than what I'm saying, even though I am synthesizing this content for you, so you can subscribe, comment, and tell me what you think. How did I do? And just remember, mornings project your future, so as long as you can take them ruthlessly, nothing else will take you back down.